Basically what I wanted to try and do was tell a story about growing up without any like traumatic experiences. Like a lot of coming of age stories kind of have like one central problem that usually is kind of unrealistic. So I want to tell the story of how just the process of growing up and how things you have when you're younger that are so important to you kind of get lost along the way, but end up like finding their way back. And as long as you recognize that they're important, they can never really be taken from you. So that's symbolized through this girl's stuffed bunny, who she like forms this really great bond with as a young girl, and then kind of finds a place for it in every step of her life, and every big moment kind of centers around how she deals with growing up and keeping her childhood with her. So I really started pre-production probably about December, and we shot in February. So I wasn't really sure how to go about pre-production. You know, there's a lot of rewriting and talking to people and kind of just getting people's takes on how they did it and figuring that into my schedule. But it was definitely good to start it as early as I did, because it wasn't as hectic or stressful as I thought it was going to be. I mean, at that point, it had been the main thing I've been thinking about for, over 2 months. So it was kind of sink or swim. I was kind of like, I've done all I could possibly do up until that point. So I was like really calm, which I wasn't expecting. It was my first time directing, so I think it really helped that a lot of people in my crew had been in their positions a lot. Like they were really comfortable and they knew exactly what they were doing. So at any point I could, turn to them and be like, hey, listen, so this is what I think, but I don't know how to go about it. What do you think? I wrote the story and it was like personal to me about like a girl growing up and going through things. So having like a really female-led creative crew definitely helped that, because I think they understood it as well. We worked with a lot of kids. We had 2 kids on the set. I'd worked with them before, but you just keep them occupied, and you have to know what you want to get out of them in order to talk them through it, which I think helps. The other time I thought about that was probably towards the end of the first day of shooting, and just because it had been a long shoot. And I mean, I had been on shoots that had been longer, but never in such a important role, I guess. Like I was kind of like a secondary on those, but just being on top of everything and having your mind work for that many hours straight on one singular thing really kind of just drains you a little bit. And when that happened, I just kind of like took a breath, took like some water, and just was like, this is what I'm trying to do. And I mean, if I quit now, what was the point of everything else? Calling rap was an incredible feeling. Just knowing that no matter how it turned out, like I accomplished this from like start to finish, and I followed it through. Just that in taking this big of a role in one project, you definitely have to be like passionate about it and know that this is a story you really need to get out there, not one you just think is kind of cool and could be kind of fun. Like you have to really have a drive to go through with all of it, because it is a lot more work than you ever think it's going to be.